Are your children good at finding clues?
Welcome to Parenting Matters Now, a source of parenting advice a few minutes at a time.
Hi, this is Dr. Roger Smith of Parenting Matters Now. I am along a little body of water here, and actually I'm in Manchester, England. Outside my hotel, which is right up the hill here, the building of the hotel was originally a warehouse. And so I was walking about, so I started thinking about the things that are around me, and it made me think of how we can train our children to be observant. We tend to notice things that we are familiar with, but there are things that we can look at our situation and we can train our children to observe things that they're passing, even in your own town. As I was down here by this water, I started looking around and I noticed this ring on the wall. I had to look very closely. There are little cobwebs on it, so it's not been moved in a while. But also I thought, well, what was the purpose of this ring that is into this concrete wall that obviously has been here for a while? There's the old brick, and it's right here near the water. So, and this used to be a warehouse. So putting all the clues together, this was a navigable, or maybe still be a navigable body of water. There may have been ships or supplies come up and they would anchor to these rings. Training your children to observe things around them and put the story together in their life can make it much more interesting. So you can start this with treasure hunts and giving them clues for a scavenger activity. It teaches your children to observe situations and try to put together the facts that they're able to observe. And those are important skills in life. And, we need those kinds of skills for simple things like shopping, trying to find the things that we are needing. Train your children to be, first of all, observant and to be curious, to ask good questions. Why is this here? What is this thing? How did this happen? All these are good questions. And oftentimes we forget to train our children to think through things like that. What is this body of water? How important is this in the city? Why are the buildings on both sides? We could ask all kinds of questions, or we can go through life and never think about it. Life is much more interesting when we ask good questions. And you as a parent can train your children to think, to be curious, to ask good questions. They're going to learn how to do that from you. And if you ask questions, they will ask questions. Train your children to be curious.
Subscribe to Parenting Matters Now for more advice, or go to rogersmithmd.com to search for more topics. See you next time.